So many people are trading in the suburbs and moving closer to the coast, and Jacksonville Beach is one of the hottest spots in Florida where they're landing. But here's the thing, living at the beach full-time is very different from vacationing there. Sure, the ocean views and sunshine are real, but so are the daily routines, commutes, and neighborhood dynamics that actually shape your quality of life. Hey, I'm Josh Rogers, founder of the F3 Home Team here in Northeast Florida. We're a real estate group focused on helping families relocate, upgrade, and get settled into the kind of lifestyle they've been dreaming about without wasting time or making the wrong move. We've helped hundreds of families figure out not just what kind of home they want, but where it makes the most sense for their actual day-to-day. So if you're even thinking about moving to Jacksonville Beach or anywhere nearby and want honest local insight, just shoot me a text. It's the easiest way to get started. So let's talk about what it's really like to live in Jacksonville Beach. Not just visit for a weekend, but actually build your life here. One of the biggest draws is the convenience. Life feels easy when everything's nearby. Along A1A, which is the main stretch through Jacksonville Beach, you've got grocery stores like Publix, local coffee shops, gyms, surf stores, salons, hardware stores, and a great variety of restaurants all within minutes or even walking distance from most homes. Especially in the northern part of Jacksonville Beach, things are even more walkable and bikeable. There are sidewalks everywhere, and golf carts and bikes are almost just as common as cars. The vibe is super casual and coastal. People wear flip-flops year-round, and it's not unusual to see kids barefoot riding their bikes home from the beach. You don't need to drive 20 minutes just to run errands. It's all right here. And for those working in healthcare, this area is a major convenience because Mayo Clinic, one of the most renowned medical centers in the region, is just a 10 to 15-minute drive away, depending on traffic. That makes Jax Beach a popular home base for physicians, nurses, and staff who want a short commute and the benefit of decompressing with ocean air after a long shift. Even if you're not in the medical field, that kind of access to world-class healthcare close to home brings peace of mind, especially for families or retirees relocating to the area. Now, here's something you'll definitely want to factor in. Jacksonville Beach is a bit removed from other major areas of the city. It's part of what makes living here so peaceful and relaxed, but it also means you'll be putting some miles on your car if your life stretches beyond the beaches. Jacksonville International Airport is about a 45-minute drive depending on traffic. So if you travel often for work or have family flying in and out, that's something to keep in mind. Same goes for historic St. Augustine, which is also around 45 minutes to the south. Great for day trips or weekend exploring, but not exactly close enough to swing by on a random evening. As for areas like downtown Jacksonville, San Marco, or Riverside, places with events, trendy dining, concerts, and nightlife, you're looking at about 25 to 30 minutes by car. That's not terrible by any means, especially if you're used to commutes in cities like Atlanta, Dallas, or DC. But it's just far enough that you'll probably plan your outings more intentionally instead of popping over on a whim. Now, for military families, this part is important. NAS Jacksonville is located on the complete opposite side of the city, southwest of downtown. The commute from Jacksonville Beach to the base can range from 45 minutes to over an hour depending on traffic. That's why a lot of military buyers choose neighborhoods closer to the base, like Ortega or Oakleaf. But if the beach lifestyle is what you're after and you're okay with the drive, it's doable. You just need to go in eyes wide open. If you're listening to all this and thinking, okay, this sounds like a fit, but how do I actually find the right house or neighborhood for me? That's where my team and I come in. Text me and I'll help you figure out where you'll feel most at home. No pressure, just honest conversations from someone who knows these streets and communities firsthand. Now let's go back to the good stuff. Jacksonville Beach is one of those rare places where people don't just live near the beach, but they actually live at the beach. And it shows. This is a community built around the outdoors. Every day you'll see joggers cruising down First Street, cyclists weaving through the side roads, people walking their dogs, and pickup volleyball games popping up on the sand near the pier. It's not just tourists out there. These are locals enjoying their neighborhood. Kids playing in the parks after school, families heading out with paddleboards, and neighbors gathering for sunset happy hours on their porches. There's always something happening at the Seawalk Pavilion, whether it's a free concert, a weekend food truck rally, the Salt Air Farmers Market, or one of the many seasonal festivals that draw locals together year-round. And if you're the kind of person who values movement, sunlight, and that laid-back coastal rhythm, this place just works. A lot of people here ditch their cars and opt for bikes, scooters, or golf carts. You'll notice that even the errands, like picking up groceries at the local Publix or grabbing your coffee at Bold Bean, feel lighter when you're just a few blocks from the beach and can smell the salt in the air. It's the kind of everyday lifestyle most people don't realize they're craving until they experience it. That said, the popularity of Jacksonville Beach does come with a few trade-offs, especially when it comes to traffic and parking. A1A, which is the main road that runs north to south along the beach, sees heavy use not just from locals, but from visitors, delivery trucks, and beachgoers. On weekday mornings and late afternoons, you'll hit typical rush hour traffic. But weekends? That's when it really ramps up, especially during spring break, summer, or major events at the Seawalk Pavilion. Even locals try to avoid A1A during peak times if they can. And then there's parking. While some neighborhoods have private driveways or assigned parking, the public spaces, especially near beach access points and popular restaurants, are limited. Most are metered or require a permit, and during busy weekends, it's not uncommon to circle for a while looking for a spot. This is especially true near hotspots like First Street, Beaches Town Center, or the Pier. That's why you'll see so many residents riding bikes, hopping on scooters, or zipping around in golf carts. It's not just a beachy lifestyle thing, it's a practical move, and more locals are investing in street-legal golf carts that make it easier to hit the grocery store, grab lunch, or head down to the sand without the stress of parking. It's a small shift that makes a big difference when you live here full-time. Now, I'll be real. When you're this close to the ocean, flood insurance is just part of the equation. Jacksonville Beach sits right along the Atlantic, and while it's an incredible lifestyle perk to live this close to the coast, it does mean most homeowners will fall into federally designated flood zones. That triggers a requirement from most lenders to carry flood insurance on top of your regular homeowner's policy. And even if you're paying cash, it's something many residents opt into anyway for peace of mind. The cost of flood insurance can vary widely depending on your property's exact location, elevation, and the type of construction. But it's not something you want to overlook when planning your monthly housing budget. It could add several $100s a year or more, depending on the risk level. Now, FEMA's flood maps are updated regularly, and recent changes have shifted some zones. So it's important to work with someone who really understands the area, the nuances of elevation certificates, and how to shop for competitive flood policies. So here's the deal. Jacksonville Beach offers a coastal lifestyle that's tough to beat. Walkable neighborhoods, a strong sense of community, ocean breezes, and events happening all year round. It's not the cheapest part of town, and traffic is something to consider, but if you're drawn to the beach life, this place just hits different. Text me if you're curious about the neighborhoods, the homes, or whether Jax Beach is a good match for your lifestyle and goals. We'll walk through it together. I post new videos every week diving into the real-life neighborhoods and updates across Jacksonville and Northeast Florida. See you in the next one.